first, like, what was your inspiration to, say, join the communication industry?
I'm a Berry and Cook-Yamajan woman, and my community was very isolated out of the township, and so a lot of the kids I went to school with didn't quite see the same world I was growing up in. So I was always inspired by what the power of media and communications can do. When I saw The Cosby Show, and that was a high, upper class African American family, doctor, lawyer, kids. That was very different to the world that a lot of my friends were seeing. Of course, what I saw with my family was very inspirational.
So how exactly did you get into working with NITV?
I was approached by the former CEO and the former director of television. I just returned from the UK, actually, and I had a production company, and I got a phone call to either work on the first minutes in a production sense, or they invited me to go in and be interviewed for a commissioning editor role. So I had previously worked in the production, so I was a journalist for ABC and SBS, and then I did some independent work, and I was asked to come in and go for an interview, and I got the job as a commissioning editor, and I thought it was just going to be a small gig. It was just a part-time gig, and I thought I'd just do it for a while just to earn some cash, and I'm still here.
So just going back to NITV, for those who don't know, what is the purpose of NITV?
NITV originally is set up to be a channel as made by, for and about Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, essentially. We've evolved, and the last couple of years moving into SBS and becoming a free-to-air channel. We're very much at the core a channel as made by, for and about, but then our next step through us is a channel for all Australians.
So you talked about before, the changing world. How do you think, the development of technology, things like social media, has affected your area of communication and your role here?
It's been constantly changing from the moment I feel grateful that I stepped into the industry at a time where people were still slicing tapes. That doesn't mean that was the norm at the time. I think it's because I was in regional Queensland and it was a bit of a slower uptake. But I got exposed into an older way of storytelling. We didn't get to go to Google and search when we were in the newsroom. We actually had to foster contacts and really work in a way of relationships originally.
We noticed you retweeted a tweet by Missy Langton, which said if Tony Abbott thinks remote communities aren't viable, then he should take a look at Tasmania, obviously referring to his lifestyle choices comment. Could you explain why this is such a big issue regarding Indigenous affairs?
It's a narrow thought, and I guess this decision came towards the end of last year, and the fact that Prime Minister, our leader, made such a judgment call, a very narrow-minded judgment call, it really ignited the debate or the discussion and really brought up a lot of wounds and a lot of hurt that you could see in the streets not long after with all the march, for the stand-up and the rallies that happened.
What are your aspirations for the channel in the future, say, 5 years even down the track?
So I want to ensure we've got these pillars of programs that really reflect us, as in Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, that all Australians can be a part of and not realise that they're switching on an Indigenous channel, but they're switching on a cool channel, or they're engaging on the phone or engaging on whatever the way people want to have their story engaged with, that they're doing it and celebrating it as part of being Australian and connecting with the oldest